we should be very willing. But there is a suffering that is self-inflicted, that is a result of foolishness. You see the difference? That is what I would call self-inflicted. It's foolishness. I mean, a student, you are at university, you don't study, you are carousing, or you have a job and you are not working hard, you are not waking up, and you will be fired. That is self-inflicted suffering. You could have done that.
I would say that's suffering the consequences.
Thank you. It's consequence.
Suffering the consequences. But actually,
so for me, I would say that's more the kind I would call self-inflicted. Yeah. Everything has consequences. So, there are consequences, like, as I say to you, I go on the street to fight corruption and injustice and so on. There are people who thrive on injustice. They will hit you. They take you to prison. Those are consequences. But those, I think we should all be willing to suffer certain consequences, but not others.
So I want to, my farm manager, Sylvester, is a Kenyan. And he's been working in Uganda now for about 5 years. And somebody asked him, well, so, what's the difference between Uganda and Kenya? He said, Ugandans don't like working. I mean, this is, his experience, and he's managing up to like 1,000 people there. And it's like, well, wait a minute, hold on. The Kenyans are just across the border. But what he said was that the problem in Uganda is that
some parts of Uganda. Some parts of Uganda. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Some parts of Uganda. I mean, we're talking about rural area and rural people. He said, people can get their pay and then they don't come back to work for another 2 days because they're happy enough. They don't, whatever, they've had some money and they don't feel they need to suffer by coming to work. They're happy to just be at home and do whatever. Whereas in Kenya, if people don't work and don't work hard and don't have a job, they starve. So in other words, the good climate here, the way we can produce more food and so on, actually means that people don't have to suffer. There's less land in Kenya. People have to suffer more, which then engenders discipline. It was to do with the quote that you talked about. That then engenders discipline, and they then, you find somebody comparing the two. I'm not making this judgment. This is a Kenyan who has worked in both societies. But the Kenyans actually work harder because they have to. Because Ugandans, life is better in a way. You see what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, it's all coming back to this thing about choices and character and discipline. A mother, last night I was out for dinner and